welcome to Fast Cars, Fast Girls with Abby and Molly.
All right, then it's season 3, episode 18.
Episode 18.
It feels like just a moment ago it was episode 1 and we were getting ready for St. Petersburg.
I know. It's hard to believe that, that was already 3 months ago. More than 3 months ago.
I don't know how many. Yeah, more than 3 months ago now, maybe. I don't know. Don't count me on that one. Anyway.
Yeah, a little over 3 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, the season is kind of halfway over-ish. Kind of.
Like, it's more than a third over.
I think. It's just weird because we have, like, the different breaks moving forward,
yes.
And that's what always throws, like, I think calendar-wise it's not, but, like, race-wise it is, or, like, vice versa. It's weird.
Yeah, it's like I kind of go by race number because there's 17 races. So when you think about, like, divided by 6, if you go by 8, like, if you think 18, it's odd, but.
Yeah. Anyway,
but yeah, it seems like we've gone so far. We still have so far to go.
I know, so many more races, including one this upcoming weekend.
And a race this weekend that we are not at, but one day we will be.
Oh, definitely that's happening. So,
and 2 of our favorite people from Indianapolis are there this weekend, and I'm beyond jealous.
I'm so mad.
I mean, if I didn't love them so much, I would hate them.
Yes. That's pretty much a given. Good thing.
Well, let's warm up these tires.
Yeah, I was going to say, before we jump into half of what we're talking about.
Yeah, let's warm it up. All right, we got some news and a little discussion.
Yeah.
Of course, the race this weekend we are alluding to is Le Mans.
So we'll be talking about Le Mans.
Shit we didn't make up, some licensure issues.
Yeah.
Things. And our Woman of the Week, the ladies in the 2019 Le Mans, and the Rev Group Grand Prix preview.
There's a lot of G's and P's in that one.
Yeah, that was really hard for me to say.
No, it's every time I write it, I'm like, okay, this looks right, but it's not.
Up for news. Let's
go. Some of these kind of happened during Texas and around Texas, but because we've had 14,000 races in a row, we've not had an opportunity to talk about a few things. So I thought, why not hash up some old shit that's already been discussed by God and everybody?
Let's do it.
So the 2020, that's right, season rumors. So recently it came out that there was like a news article that maybe Pocono will leave and maybe Richmond will be added. I don't know. I don't think they're going to get rid of Pocono, but their contract is up. So that's kind of the big thing.
It is, because they only signed for the 1-year renewal. And there were, rumors of some testing and things with Richmond. I would love to see Richmond come back.
I would too.
I don't think that the two need to be mutually exclusive.
No, I don't think that they are. I think it was just some of the people started to think they were. I don't know why.
Yes. Well, and they're not the same size. I understand that people have a lot of emotions associated with Pocono.
Yes.
Huh. However, as far as tracks go, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is the deadliest track.
Yes, that track has killed more people than Sharks, I believe now.
Yeah, it has killed, maimed, injured, devastated. Yeah, that track has made more people cry than anyone.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, that track deserves its own burn book.
I think it probably does somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised.
It deserves its own Mean Girls movie. But I don't know. There was something very cool. Obviously, the race last year was very sombering with Robert Wicken's accident.
Yeah.
I don't want to minimize that.
Oh God, no.
It was, and that was not something that was fun to be a part of, or to be there for, and obviously being there for an accident is not something that anybody wants to be there for or be a part of.
Correct.
But taking that out of the equation.
Yes.
Being at another huge oval and another 500-mile race, when my home track is a 500-mile race, that was really freaking cool.
Well,
it was really cool
Mhm.
that I was like, this is a 500-mile race, like my home track, and it was I really liked having another 500-mile race. I really enjoyed it.
and I think the other thing about Pocono that sometimes may get overlooked is that it's a very uniquely set up oval because it's that tri-oval kind of not kind of format, but it's that tri-oval format. So it's a 500-mile race, but it's also its own unique track with a lot of unique things that have to be taken in account for and looked at and explored both as a fan, and I'm sure the drivers also have to set up very uniquely for that track, given like 3 turns, they're all completely unique, like not a
They
similar thing about it.
they are. I mean, what's the quote that you can only be set up for 2 of the 3 turns?
I think that's about right. Yeah.
That there's you cannot have your car set up for all 3 turns.
Yes.
You
Shoot
you
for
can
2
have
and hope.
and hope for the 3rd.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's part of what some people don't like about that track. And I've heard a lot of people talk about MIS.
Mm-hmm.
That they would like to see that come back, and I would as well.
Sure. I mean,
I would enjoy. I mean, I enjoy big ovals. I enjoy long 500-mile races.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoy Pocono. I love it, and also, I mean, for our East Coast fans, they don't get a lot of IndyCar.
That's it.
I mean, yeah, that's it. That's their home track right now. I know that Watkins Glen is never off of the discussion table. It's just Watkins Glen is a popular track, and so schedule-wise, it has not worked out. And so, but it's not that that's out of the discussion. It just hasn't worked out yet.
Mm-hmm.
But for right now, I mean, I think that to get rid of Pocono does a huge disservice to an entire section of the country of fans.
I 100% agree, and hopefully they can kind of get the contract issue buttoned up, and they will have this race on the schedule for a while because it's a good track. I think the people who work at that track are also very fantastic.
Oh my gosh, they are.
So
they are.
And
I love. We loved everybody that works there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, from the president and the PR people down to the security guys. I mean, the security guys were your absolute favorite.
They are still to this day maybe my favorite interaction of all last year.
Oh my goodness, they were the best.
They really were. They were characters, all of them.
Oh, all of them were characters, and but all business, and yeah, no, we could not have had a better weekend. Plus, of course, we were treated like royalty, living with the Pain Tour for the weekend.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been any better than that. And right there, with Frank and Missy's stomping grounds as well.
That's true. A lot of people we love come from that area.
A lot of people we love come from that area. But there's just something cool, and I don't know. I think there's just a special place in my heart since my home track is a 500-mile race. I have a special place in my heart for the East Coasters. That's their hometown race is a 500-mile race. I've got like just a special place in my heart that it's like, yeah, I get it. Like that's your home race is this big race, and I want them to keep that.
No, I agree. I hope it stays. And yeah, if they added other races too, that's even better. One of these days, I hope the series gets out of North America again because my Lord, that's the next step. That's the next step for getting fans. Like I think as far as North America, now it's on a stable growth. We need to the series needs to start reaching out, like either try South America. Right now we have quite a few drivers. We've got the 2 from Brazil. There's a lot of history of South American drivers, but hell, I mean, we can go to Australia or New Zealand and pick up a few. They could try a European track, but I don't know. It feels like they should try something bigger first.
I would love that. I mean, I know there were rumors of Surfers Paradise.
Yeah, they just never materialized yet, but
they have not materialized yet. I mean, I will buy a ticket tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't stress that enough. I will buy a ticket tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll sell a kidney and then I will buy a ticket.
I will facilitate that.
Okay.
I mean, what? But no, I completely agree with you. I think, yeah, we need to get out of North America.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we can easily go to, I think South America, I think Mexico is an easy place that we can go and still get some people to go to.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, Surfer's Paradise, I think it'd be great. I think Mexico's one place you could go just to kind of gauge, okay, will people leave the country?
Yeah.
Because it's still fairly close, but it's still leaving the country, still requires a passport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. And I'll tell you what I'd really like to see, and this may not be the most popular opinion with everybody, but it's how I feel.
Okay.
I'd love to see fewer street courses. They're not my favorite, and I don't really care for them.
I think everybody who listens to this podcast knows that we are oval fans first.
We are, and I love road courses.
Yeah, I enjoy road courses as well. But yeah, there's just
now,
street courses are weird.
They are weird. Now, I understand that typically when we go outside of the country, we're going to be going to street courses, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to see fewer North American street courses. And if we're going to add street courses, let's add them outside the country.
There you go. I'm here for this.
I would love to see street courses outside this country.
Yeah, because our streets are shit in here, people. I don't think you understand.
Yeah, like let's just work on potholes here in Indiana, and let's do street courses outside of this country.
Mm-hmm.
And in the United States, we'll just do ovals and road courses.
Perfect. Works for me. I like this.
All right. There we go. Problem solved.
Well, and speaking of ovals versus street courses versus road courses, Max Chilton.
Max Chilton. So we didn't really discuss this too much last week.
Because Texas.
Because Texas, which I still feel like I have some afterglow of Texas.
No, I want to go back.
Oh my goodness. I know. I was talking to a friend last night who had just gotten back from vacation, and she was down in North Carolina, and she said that she didn't want to come home. And I said, Molly and I were just in Texas, and we also did not want to come home.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, Texas was just fabulous. So I just want to say again, thank you, Texas.
Yes, thank you very much, Texas. Great time.
Thank you. We had high expectations because Juliana had told us what a wonderful time she had, and so and it's kind of dangerous sometimes when you have high expectations.
Yeah, sometimes it does not end well.
Sometimes it doesn't end well because you expect more and then you kind of set yourself up for failure. And Texas exceeded every expectation that we possibly had, and yeah, I will go to Texas every year that we go there until the day I die. It's kind of how I feel.
Yeah, nope, it's on the permanent schedule for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, I mean, unless I am like pregnant and actively giving birth that weekend, I will be at Texas. That's pretty much that's kind of the cutoff.
No, I'm here for it. I agree.
Yeah. So thank you again, Texas, for putting on one of the best race weekends I've ever attended.
Oh gosh, yes. So
so Chilton. Right before Texas.
Yeah. Happened right before Texas, and he indicated that he is no longer driving or participating in races on an oval track, I guess is the better phrase. So he will no longer be participating in oval races while in IndyCar, and I'm sure everywhere else.
Yes. And it was a very well written statement.
Yes.
And he, thanked he thanked Gallagher and his family and everybody for supporting him, and he used the words, risk management.
Yes.
Which a lot of people have read into.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been, articles written and things of that nature. But I don't know. I'm not gonna necessarily read into
his reasonings. Yeah,
because anytime that we've talked to Max pretty much says what he thinks.
Yeah, like he's not gonna hold back or pretend to say one thing and say the other.'s very open with that.
He very much is. He's a straight shooter. Anytime that we've talked to him, he's actually. I mean, when we did the happy hour with him at Barber, he actually said, okay, enough car questions. I want a stupid question.
Yeah.
And so, Max does not beat around the bush. And so if he was not racing ovals because he thought that they were out and out too dangerous, he would have said, I think ovals are too dangerous. Mm-hmm. If he thought that ovals were too dangerous for him, he would have said, I think they're too dangerous for me. And so I'm not going to read into anything because knowing what I know about Max Chilton, he is a man that says exactly what he means.
Exactly. Yes.
So I'm I think that he's happy with his decision,
Mhm.
and because of that, I'm happy for him.
Sure.
I'm sad not to see him in more races because I enjoy Max Chilton.
I do too, and it just, I mean, it's akin to, I don't think it's the same situation as Ed Carpenter's decision to only run ovals. It's almost like the anti Ed Carpenter decision, I guess.
Yes.
Although I think
Yes.
the difference being, that's Ed Carpenter's team, and well, the team owner can do what the team owner wants to do, and
Do whatever the hell he wants.
everybody else can just sit down and shut up. So there's a difference there, I think, between the two situations.
There definitely is. Well, and I think that with Ed, Daddy doesn't like road courses.
Yeah.
Daddy doesn't want to do road courses.
He's been very open with that too. Like, no, I don't want to do road courses.
Like, I don't want to. I'm not gonna. And I think that with Max, I think that he prefers road courses,
Mhm.
and that he's at a place where he doesn't necessarily have to do ovals. And if he doesn't have to and he doesn't want to, although he doesn't own the team, that he has the ability to say, I don't really love them, and I'd rather not.
Which, I don't know. It seems to me in a series where you have the different types of track, or I guess a street course is a track, although it feels weird to say that. If you don't own the team, it's almost now you're tying up a seat. I see a bit of irritation perhaps with that from other drivers, especially those trying to get a seat. And now, so he's just going to do this and that's okay. He doesn't own the team though. And it's not like the one-offs that can't get the funding for all the races. He obviously had the funding. He just decided not to.
Yeah. I mean, I completely understand that. And I understand the irritation from somebody who would race all the races. And I mean, if I were a driver who wanted to race all the races, it would irritate me.
Yeah.
I will say the devil's advocate side of that is that, there's only 5 ovals. They don't even make up a third of the schedule, which breaks my heart personally. Mm-hmm. But they make up the smallest portion of our series. And unfortunately, we're not a series of paid seats.
Yeah.
We're not a series of where you get paid to drive. We're a series of where you have to bring in money, and Max Chilton brings in money.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately that is the game, and as frustrating as that is for the drivers who do want to race all of the types of races that we have, that's where we are. Also, I mean, it doesn't make it any easier to swallow.
No, and it was also pretty bad timing on his part.
It was pretty bad timing, yeah.
And it shouldn't escape anybody that this happened weeks
right after he got bumped from the 500.
Yes, like weeks after he failed to qualify for the big oval. Like,
right, it's like you couldn't have made that decision a month earlier and let somebody else try for that.
Right, or is it all ovals, but you're still gonna try for the 500? Like,
well, and I feel like, I mean, that had to play a part.
I'm sure if he had not made the decision fully, getting bumped was that final, like, I'm out. I get it.
Well, and I mean, and maybe that was part of it, is that, if he's got X amount of money, it was, okay, I don't love these ovals anyway, and I just spent X amount of my, annual budget on this and still got bumped, and I don't even love ovals.
Yeah, like, I could see that. That's probably was, if he had not already made the decision, that last factor, like, no, not anymore.
But
yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. It is interesting, but no, I definitely can see where, your part-time drivers would be like, come on, man.
Like, really, dude? Really? Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens next year. That team's not having good luck anyway with sponsorship for half their drivers, so.
They're not, which is very unfortunate. I really hate that. I wanted to see Pato O'Ward in a lot more races this season.
And I think it's looking kind of bleak for the kid.
Just a shame for the Indy Lights champion from last year.
I know. Let's see with that one. Well, we were promised 2 updates in May. Only got 1, so we might never have another OEM. We'll see.
Well, not with that attitude, Molly.
Well, we were promised 2 updates, and I got 1.
I know.
You can't promise me things.
I know. I thought about that as well. I was like, we were promised 2 things, damn it.
Yeah, we only got 1, and it was the cockpit protection thingy.
You lied to me.
You liar. So we'll see what happens. This obviously may affect. So the new engine, which was an increase to 2.4 liter, that was supposed to come out in 2021. Then 2022 was the new Delara. So they might actually, depending on if they can get somebody, by the end of the year, they might push the engine rollout to 2022 and allow the new OEM to kind of help with testing. So it's kind of a wait and see, as it has always been a wait and see with this issue.
Per
usual. It'll be fine. We'll just see what happens. And then this one was interesting. And I can't quite trace it back, but an IndyCar NASCAR doubleheader, it's starting to pick up a little buzz on the internet.
Yes, this has been very interesting to follow.
It has been. There are like 18 different camps and like schools of thought surrounding this.
Yeah. And let's say 18 different schools of thought and 18 factorials of dumpster fires.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, I think it would be fun. I'd go to it 100%.
Oh, hell yeah, I'd go to it.
I'd go to it. I think they need to do it on an oval and a shorter one, so obviously not the IMS.
No.
But like Texas, Texas would have been great.
Texas would be great for that.
They also, both series run in Iowa. That's a short oval.
Yep, Iowa would be great.
NASCAR runs in Kansas and Kentucky. I think those would do well for IndyCar tracks too. So I'm kind of here for it.
Do they run at Gateway?
I don't recall if NASCAR runs at Gateway. I should know this. I think they might.
Well, because I was thinking, Iowa, I feel like would almost be ideal. I know we haven't been there yet, so I don't want to commit to it yet. But I was thinking, an oval where there's camping would be ideal.
Yeah.
Because
gosh,
in my mind, yeah. Because here's my thought. Because I know that there's all these different schools of thought, and that and we chatted the last time that we were on the show with the PETM boys. We talked about how there's a rivalry almost between IndyCar and NASCAR.
Yes.
And from their point of view, NASCAR does not have animosity towards IndyCar per se, but IndyCar, a lot of times we think that we're better than NASCAR. And we do.
Yeah.
I'll admit it. We do. We're bad about it. We do. I'll own that. It's not nice of us. And we need to let that go because we do. But what I like to think of it is like, okay, the like IU football.
That's already a bad thing to start with.
I know, but tailgating for IU football, when we tailgate with Ohio State fans are not loved by a lot of people.
No.
But IU football fans, we love them because we're all wearing red. We all just love the color red. We're like, hey, we're here to drink and watch football. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And so I feel like if we all were camping together, it'd be like, hey, we can all just be friends together. We don't have to have this rivalry of IndyCar versus NASCAR. And so I feel like if it was a if it was a track where there was good camping, then we could kind of break down these walls of IndyCar versus NASCAR, kind of like how we break down these walls of like OSU fans and IU fans, because during basketball season, we're not nearly as nice to each other.
Oh God, no.
But during football season, we're all friends.
Yeah, I definitely think this doubleheader should and needs to have camping.
Yeah, because I think that it could break down a lot of those barriers, because it'd be like, hey, at the end of the day, like, we might like different series, but we'd like
to see cars go fast.
we also we might like different cars, we might like different series, we might like different looking cars, but at the end of the day, we all want to drink some beer, play some cornhole, grill, eat some corn dogs, Molly.
Yes. Brats for you.
Brats for me. Play some flip cup, sing some karaoke, and have a good time. And so I think that it would be a hell of a good time.
I really do too. I understand why God and half of the population are losing their minds over it, but just relax and think of it as a good, fun weekend of wall-to-wall speed, hanging out with people who just want to see cars go fast, camping. It would be a absolute blast.
And here's the thing. If you don't want to watch every single race, you don't have to.
No, you don't have to.
No one's going to hold a gun to your head. You don't have to.
You can hang out in your trailer park. It's fine.
Right? You can hang out at your campsite. I mean, that was kind of the beauty of the Texas race, is that we didn't go to the stuff that we didn't want to go to.
No,
so it's
nice.
We can just go to the parts we want to go to, and I think, and the beauty of it is that also you might gain some more fans for your series because they're already there.
Yeah, it really would help crossover fans.
It absolutely would. Fans who might not go out of their way to go to an IndyCar race, but they're already there, so they're like, well,
let's see what this is.
Check it out.
Yeah.
You know what? I've met these people. We've now been hanging out all weekend. I'm going to go ahead and walk over and sit in the GA section with them because, well, screw it. We've been drinking beer all day anyway.
Right.
Let me, we've been talking all day about this person. Let me see what they're going to do.
Yeah, let me see this guy.
And now they're hooked.
Yep. It's a great setup. Both series should apparently there's not actually been a real discussion, but I think one needs to happen.
One really does need to happen. The problem, I think, is that
logistics, it's a nightmare.
Well, logistics are a nightmare, and the powers that be are going to get into a pissing match over who's going to be the quote-unquote support series.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be who's going to go Saturday and who's going to go Sunday. That's where everything will break down. Which, in my mind, you just pull from a damn bag. There. Problem solved.
I mean, here's bottom line. If you want the most people to stay, you have to have IndyCar on Sunday because IndyCar and IndyCar fans leave when their shit's done.
That's 100% true.
It's 100% true. You and I do that, okay?
Yeah.
You and I will open for a show and leave before the headliners.
Yep.
Okay? That's the most IndyCar thing ever.
I know. Our shit's done. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. You're not going to stay? Nope. My shit's done.
But no, I actually don't know if NASCAR would do that as well.
Yeah.
So, I feel like that would probably be the case both ways. So
yeah, that's true.
But it really doesn't matter. And honestly, I don't think it matters whether, at this point, whether it be like Sprint or Xfinity, because I think the Sprint series has a huge amount of traction right now as well.
Yep, that's true.
There's a lot of people that actually prefer the Sprint series to the Xfinity series.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
You can even do a 3-day, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
There you go. Let's make this happen. So, we don't have anybody on speed dial.
We got Chip's Twitter.
Here we go. We'll tweet at Chip. Chip.
Ah. Chip. He's a good guy.
He is a nice guy.
Who has found the fountain of youth.
I know. What the hell, man?
He looks like he's 25. There's just no way. Yeah, it's unreal.
Witchcraft.
But it is witchcraft. Sorcery. But yeah, I don't know. I'm always here for double headers and things like that. I would love an IMSA, like the IMSA IndyCar crossover stuff. I'm here for all of that because it just exposes more people to more racing, and that's just never a bad thing. It just increases excitement across all forms.
And it's just fun to find another, sit and watch another series and learn stuff. It's just fun.
It is just fun, and you never know. You just never know what you're going to find, or whose interest you're going to pique.
Yeah.
So the people who are, who just poo-poo it from the get are like, man, I hate that. It's like, okay, well, that's fine. you can have that opinion and you're entitled to that. But, I like thinking a little bit bigger than that. And you just never know who you might bring in who's going to realize that, hey, this is actually really cool and I like this too.
Yep. I know.
So
Right.
I'd enjoy seeing it take traction. And again, a camping race. And you could do so many fun, like tongue-in-cheek rivalry things.
Mhm.
Like you could even have camping areas that's like an IndyCar area and a NASCAR area.
Yeah. No, there could be so much that could be done. It's a great
Yeah.
idea. Somebody just needs to pull the trigger.
Oh my gosh, like you could make it a whole thing and like campsite contests and have it be, because so many different camping areas, like at Road America, they've got the carousel, they've got this area, the different like names of the the areas of the track, but you can have like, okay, the IndyCar carousel and the NASCAR carousel. Like, okay, these sections are the NASCAR campsites, these sections are the IndyCar campsites. And yeah, it can be, you can do a whole thing with it.
Yeah, it's a good idea. So here's hoping it happens.
I would love it.
All right. Well, on to yet another type of racing, Le Mans.
Yes, Le Mans.
It's the 87th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans, a 24-hour endurance race. It's the season finale of the FIA World Endurance Championship. So kind of a big deal.
It's kind of a BFD.
It's, part of the Triple Crown of Motorsports, which we have talked about time and time again. And no, Juan is not in it this year, so he does not have a chance at winning the Triple Crown this year.
He does not.
It's sad.
Sorry, Juan.
Sorry, Juan. No shot for you. I don't know. So yeah, I believe it's the longest endurance race since 1923. It's changed and changed and changed how you get in, but now kind of the bigger thing is you have won your class in a prior Le Mans, or you've won other endurance championships or some second place, and then my favorite automatic invite, 2 from the WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. Just 2. Yep, just two. And then the others you have to ask to be invited and be granted, and I don't know how it happens. There's some weird secret backroom deals, I'm sure.
There's some rubric somewhere that nobody's ever seen.
No.
If you look at it dead on, you turn to stone like Medusa. It's a whole thing.
Don't look at it. It's fine. Look away. Choose the right chalice to make your wine selection. Everything else.
It's like an Indiana Jones. So.
Mm-hmm. Got to choose the right one. That's all I'm saying. So this year we have just a few active IndyCar drivers. I didn't want to go through the whole list multiple times to try and find the prior IndyCar drivers. I'm going to be real honest about the level of not going to in this. So as we know, Fernando Alonso, who was part of the team that won it last year, is back in the Toyota Gazoo Racing, the LMP1, number 8, and they qualified second. And last time I checked, they were second.
All right.
Our favorite person ever now, Ben Hanley with Dragon Speed Racing. The number 10 car, they qualified 7th, and they weren't doing so good last time I checked.
They had a little bit of car trouble.
Yeah, they've been having some weird issues with the car. They thought in the beginning, within like the first 5 laps, there might have been an oil issue or some sort of weird leak. And, sometimes finding those leaks take time. It looked like they were down 10 laps when I checked.
You know what, though? It's a 24-hour race.
You never know. Shit can get wild in the nighttime hours.
It sure can. And 10 laps in a 24-hour race,
nothing.
That's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing. And I'll tell you what, that car
is
cool. Gorgeous.
So cool looking.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember that woman? Was it at the Rolex that we saw that woman, or was it at the 500 this year that we saw the woman in that blue golf jacket?
I do not recall.
It was a big race like that. Maybe it was a race that we were at this year anyhow, but there was somebody that was in a vintage golf jacket, and it was blue leather, and it looked like their car.
It might have been.
Was it Barber maybe?
I feel like it was Barber actually.
It was very clearly a vintage jacket.
Yeah.
But because we stopped her on the street, and I was like, this is one of the most beautiful jackets I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it would have matched their car perfectly.
Yeah.
But yeah, oof, it's a good looking car.
Good looking car. Fingers crossed they can get those 10 laps back. I'll be periodically checking throughout the day and evening and tomorrow.
We sure will, and hoping the best for them. So good luck, Dragon Speed.
Good luck, Dragon Speed.
We love you.
Speaking of non-dragons, but also a cars, that livery and pit crew should have been ninjas, as we say every time. Jordan King.
Every time.
Jordan
Come
King.
on,
Come on, Jackie Chan Racing.
Jackie Chan.
Yeah, so last year's road course specialist, this year's 500 entrant, Jordan King, is in the LMP2 with Jackie Chan, DC Racing, the number 37. They were 12th in their class. And then, of course, Chip Ganassi Racing is there.
Of course they are.
Of course they are. So Sebastian Bourdais is in the number 68 for Chip Ganassi Team USA, and they qualified 6th in their class. Scott Dixon is also in the Ford Chip Ganassi Team USA number 69. Nice. And they qualified 10th.
Does that man just never take a weekend off? I mean, honestly, it's well, I guess next weekend's Father's Day weekend, but...
Nope, it's this weekend.
Oh, it is this weekend. Yeah,
Yes.
No, it is. Yep, I guess he can do what he wants then.
He's celebrating Father's Day weekend by racing in a 24-hour race.
Good God. Our series has a weekend off, and he's running a 24-hour race. Like, what is wrong with him? Seriously.
The man is killing me. He's killing me.
I mean, just unreal.
So we'll see. It was an exciting start. I think within 3 laps, Mike Conway had already broken the speed record for the track. So it's shaping up to be. Yeah. First 3 laps of a 24-hour race. Y'all need to calm down.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of a big deal.
That's awesome. Get it, Mike Conway.
I know.
Shit we didn't make up.
All right. We talked about this last time. Last time we kind of hinted at licensure. So
yes,
I thought we would just run down what it takes to get a license in a couple of races.
Let's do it.
So
let's do it.
IndyCar, we talked about this one a while ago. They had changed it, and it's actually more akin to the not NASCAR, Lord have mercy, the Formula One license. So you're automatically eligible if you are an active competitor in NASCAR or Formula One. If you've competed in the Indy Lights for 1 full season and you finish in the top 3, that's an automatic kind of eligibility for your license. And then you have to also get 30 points from another series over 2 years, and that's, various open-wheeled or perhaps DTM series. And so that's, again, you're automatically eligible for the license. Anything else you kind of have to get dispensation from J. Fry, Jesus, and I don't know, a ghost appears on the IMS and says yes or no.
Gotcha.
That's
Mary Holman George.
Yeah. Now it's just her ghost. It used to be her. Now it's her ghost.
Gotcha.
R.I.P. Mary. I felt like slipping it in there. I felt slightly sacrilegious.
I mean,
I know it's not our worst.
Right. We've said worse.
We have. So that's the driving license, but you can also get a practice license, and it's 8 Indy Lights events, or if you have 2 wins before completing your 8 Indy Lights events, you can get a practice license. Indy Pro 2000 and not 200, 3 wins, and so you can get a license just to practice in an Indy car. Yeah, found that interesting.
Interesting.
So for
an Indy Lights license,
yes,
it's based on your resume, medical clearance, and you can complete an upgrade form if you have previous experience in the Indy Pro 2000.
I appreciate the use of the word upgrade form.
I enjoy that as well.
It's fun.
It is. It's almost, I also enjoy that it's very vague.
Yeah.
So that somebody could be like, I think that I'm ready to move forward. And somebody can be like, nah.
Not happening. Yeah.
And they'll be like, but why? because I said so.
Yeah, it's all very vague in the IndyCar realm.
Very much like getting into Le Mans.
Yes, there's a weird thing that nobody quite knows how it happens. Just smoke appears and you're granted a license.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right, so Indy Pro 2000, also based on driver resume,
Mhm.
medical clearance, and you can complete the
Oh.
quote-unquote upgrade form if your previous experience was in USF 2000.
Yep.
The USF 2000 is based solely upon driver resume and medical clearance.
There is no upgrade form.
There is none. That is the bottom rung on the ladder.
They have no upgrade forms for you. So the Formula One Super License, which I appreciate the title.
I love the title.
It's what allows you to compete, obviously, in the Formula One World Championship Series. So you have to be 18 years or older. You have to hold the International Grade A competition license, which you earn from starting in various, not only feeder series, but your sports car series and whatnot. And just kind of the more you earn points and wins and experience, the better your competition grade is. Like a lot of series and other sports are that way. You start off kind of here, and then the more you practice, the more you show up, the more events you complete successfully, the better you get. So
yeah, that makes sense.
You also, and I found this funny, you have to hold an active and valid regular driver's license that's not been like suspended, like so valid meaning it's not currently suspended. I appreciate that they put that in there.
Because that's not the case with IndyCar license.
No, and NASCAR licenses, you don't actually have to have like an active and valid driver's license. I mean, there's age requirements, but you can.
But yeah, so in theory, like you could have had your operator's license, your state operator's license suspended or revoked for reckless driving.
Yes.
But still maintain your NASCAR or IndyCar license.
Technically, yes. I think
that's hilarious.
I think it would be akin to what I used to do with medical professional licenses is as that should you get such a license reprimanded, suspended, pinged, whatever, it would fall under that really hazy gray, like conduct unbecoming that they all have in their rule book.
It would not be smiled upon.
They could probably yank your license.
They probably could, but it's not expressly.
No, it's not an automatic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But in Formula One, it is an automatic.
They like laid it all out there. You also have to pass a test on F1 codes and regulations.
Now, see, I'm 100% here for that.
Here for that. We have many a rant about this.
Yes, okay, first off, drivers and race control should all have to pass a written test.
I think that's 100, and any sort of official.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that goes without saying.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yes.
You have to complete 80% of 2 full seasons in another series, and in those other series, you have to accumulate 40 air quote points in 3 seasons of another series. So you get points for obviously like winning, poles, not crashing the fuck out, things like that.
Interesting.
So it's that kind of experience is what they want for that.
Yeah. I like that.
I think it's a great idea. These are very clear and well laid out requirements. It's making my heart sing.
Yeah.
And then similar to IndyCar, F1 also has a practice license, 18 years or older, that grade A competition license, and it's 6 races in Formula 2 or 25 points, air quotes, in another series within the past 3 years.
Interesting.
Yeah. I enjoy this like practice license and requirements for that too. It's very interesting.
Interesting. I enjoy it as well. But yeah, Formula One is very well laid out.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember exactly because it was because Pato is short on his points.
Yeah.
can't remember exactly how many points short he is, but
I know. But I bet he's not short for his practice license.
no, he's not short on the practice license. So he must have 25. So he's not short on the practice, but he must not have 40.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I feel like it was like 15 points.
Okay. Cool. Well, we'll see what happens with him because he's, got the Red Bull stuff also, which is interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, NHRA.
Oh my.
Their license requirements. So their new driver requirements. You must perform a series of passes/runs under the observation of 2 licensed NHRA drivers.
Very nice.
You must perform a physical,
Mm-hmm.
and you must perform a blindfold test of the cockpit.
Which, if you think about the cars and what the hell could happen, that makes a lot of sense.
It really does, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Each class and length of track may require a different license type.
Yeah, I didn't want to write all of the license types out, but God in heaven, depending on what class you're racing, how long the track is, everything else, there are 14,000 permutations of the license you might need.
Wow. So that makes a lot more sense that it's like you have to each permutation, it's like, okay, you have to do this and be witnessed and
yeah.
Fascinating.
And I think probably once you've done like the blindfold and the physical, I don't think you have to do that for each one unless it's a different car type. But,
well, that makes sense.
Yeah, but for the length of track, I think it's probably just the pass requirement.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, getting a license in any of these series does not mean that you're automatically driving because, you still need a car and a team and some sponsorship.
Funding.
But at least you got that piece of paper.
I mean, we should look into just getting it. I would just frame it on the wall. I don't even do a run.
It also costs money.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of money though. And some like the F1 license is pretty ridiculous.
Oh, it's super ridiculous. No, I was thinking NHRA.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
I feel like that's the most reasonable. That'd be fun.
Yeah. We like now.
Think we get John Force to do our observations. I feel like he'd be fun.
I think he'd do it and be like, "Hey, we're gonna do this," and be like, "All right," and then we would just show up in the Vangina and the Honda and be like, "No, these are our cars, though."
Yeah, be like, can we put some nitrous on this bitch?
Let's see how fast this mother can go.
Oh.
Not the Honda; it's too old. It's a good car. It's too old for the nitrous.
Oh, I say when you get your next car, then we soup up your current car.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, but I want to soup it up, but then also add wood paneling to it.
Oh, I feel like that was a given.
Yeah.
Like if we're going big.
Yeah.
Or some
maybe
cool art.
Find like an old Caprice classic
nice
station wagon, like the old school Woody.
Yes.
Yeah, like the Cappers had.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what we need.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well.
Yeah, that's the one that I want to drag race.
Another project for the off season.
Yes.
All right. Our women, I should say, women of the week. So we were upset that the Heinricher ladies did not make it into Le Mans this year.
They did not. However, they were trying to get into a class they had not raced in yet this season.
So it was some paperwork, bureaucratic nightmare. But there is an all-female team within the 2019 Le Mans, and they are actually an all-female lineup in the LMGTE, or as we call it, if you're not in Le Mans, the GTE AM, in the European Le Mans series. So very cool. So they have it's the number 83 of the Kessel Racing. They're driving a Ferrari.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. So first up is Rachel Frey. She is the part of her resume. She's the official, or she has been an official Audi Sport driver. She was in the Euro Cup Formula Renault 2.0, third in 2015. She spent the past couple of years in the ADAC GT Masters. In 2018, she came in second. 2017, she came in third. And she
Excellent.
actually made her Le Mans debut in 2010 in the LMGT1 class, and that was the last all-female lineup that was in Le Mans. So Rachel's got quite the cool resume.
Wow.
Yeah.
She certainly does.
Yeah. I've actually written about her. She's kind of fun to read. Please.
Yeah.
I actually had to look up what ADAC meant, and I will never be able to say it out loud. It's too many words.
But no, I remember you did write about her.
Yeah. It's Danish or Dutch. I don't know. Anyway, a lot.
But no, she's got quite a cool little bio.
Yeah. And then,
yeah, Michelle Gadding.
Formula 4 Denmark. She also drove in the, oh boy, here we go, the OK Mobile 1 Danish Super Tourism Turbo Mascot. I don't know. I didn't Google that. It was too long to Google. Just too long.
It is.
She also was in the Danish Thunder Sport Championship, which I think is racing, but even if it's not, still probably one of the coolest things ever.
If it's not, it sounds like something with Thor.
It does.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would be. You just follow Chris Hemsworth around, maybe. Also here for that.
So?
But she came in 8th in 2016 and 7th in 2017. And then last year in the Super Tourism, she was 3rd. And she is the youngest driver in the all-female lineup.
Wow.
I think she's like 25.
Good for her.
I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then third driver is Manuela Gosner.
Very nice pronunciation.
Thank you. Let's see, the Ferrari Challenge Copa World Championship. She came in 3rd in 2018. And she was also in the European GT4 Championship, 3rd in AM in 2017.
So there you go, the all-female lineup in this year's Le Mans. Oh.
So good luck, ladies.
Good luck, ladies.
We're also hoping that you do well this weekend.
It was harder to find the lower classes when you go to the live timing and scoring. I'll be real clear about that.
Yeah, it really is, though.
Okay, it's time to get excited because we are back on the road again.
Yes, we are on the road again.
To Elkhart Lake.
To Road America for the Rev Group Grand Prix.
Yes, and their hashtag is Rev Group GP.
All right, Rev Group GP, which if you are an active duty first responder,
yes,
you get in free all weekend.
All weekend.
All weekend. Firefighters, police, EMS, so medics, EMTs, all you guys.
All y'all.
All y'all.
All y'all.
Firefighters, EMTs, paramedics, police officers, all you first responders, we appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Show your ID at the gate. Come on in for free.
Come out. Bring your family in.
Yep, because this particular race is partially sponsored by AMR, actually.
It's very interesting.
Which is very cool. AMR is our safety team for IndyCar, but they actually are a nationwide company. They do lots of things.
They actually sponsor race cars, too. It's real interesting.
They do. But I think that it's very cool that it's something that they're, like, giving back and, and sponsoring a race for our series and also giving back to our first responders and giving them free entry this weekend. So show your ID, come in, watch the fast cars. It will be fun. It will. This is what's the unofficial title? America's National Park of Speed.
Something there. Yes, I think America's National Park of Speed. Yes, that is correct.
Yes. So Road America up at beautiful Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. We like to think of it as America's National Park of Cheese.
Yes, you can have both speed and cheese there. It's great.
It's fabulous.
You get fried cheese niblets. I'm excited.
It is a permanent road course, 4.084 miles.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do that track walk, wear comfy shoes.
Yes, ma'am.
It has 14 turns, all of them fascinating.
Yes, all of them fascinating.
All of them. It has the longest front straight on the entire calendar. It's
a pretty long front straight.
It really is. It's only 50 laps, but don't let that fool you.
Yeah.
Because it's a total of 202.4 miles long.
It's a good race.
It's an excellent race.
Yeah.
The lap record was actually 19 years ago in
Mm.
2000 by Dario Franchitti,
Dario Franchitti.
who you might see
He
this weekend.
he should be there this
be.
weekend. Yeah.
He gives not only hair advice, but some driving advice.
He helps with the young Felix Rosenqvist.
He does. But yeah, he set the lap record in qualifying in 2000 with a speed of 145.924 miles an hour.
Yep.
Lap time of 1 minute and 39.866 seconds.
Yes.
The most wins as a team was Newman Haas with a total of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Most wins as a driver.
Ooh.
Tied.
A
Tied
tie.
for 3 with Mario Andretti, Emerson Fittipaldi, and Michael Andretti.
Which,
all tied at 3.
That's kind of a cool fact that, like, Mario and Michael are tied for the same amount of wins at this track. Like, it's just one of those, like, I'm going to use that at a party that nobody will appreciate but me fact.
It is very cool. And that the third tie for that is Emerson Fittipaldi. I mean, those are all pretty solid names.
Pretty solid names. Yes.
Yeah.
So, let's see. In 2016, Will Power had the pole. He also went on to win that race. Tony Kanaan was second, and Graham Rahal was third. 2017, Elio Castroneves had the pole with, of course, Scott Dixon winning. I don't know why I said, of course, Scott Dixon winning, but nobody's ever surprised.
No.
Joseph Newgarden came in second, and Elio Castroneves came in third. Last year, 2018, when we were there, young Joseph Newgarden had the pole. He also went on to win with Ryan Hunter-Reay coming in second and Scott Dixon in third. And it was quite a great race last year.
It was a great race last year.
It was quick. I didn't recall until I kind of went back. There were no cautions whatsoever at that race.
No, it was a very quick race.
Mm-hmm. And Joey New led like 53 out of the 55 laps of that race. So it was his. The race was his.
It really was. It was one of those that you really watched the middle of the pack, because there were battles in the middle, but yeah, Joey New kind of just ran away with that up front.
Yeah, but I think one of the facts that came out of that race was by like lap 27 there had already been 100 passes, and so again, when people said there were no passes, I said, "Oh, really?" But there were.
Really? Let me show you on the paper where there were passes.
Let me show you where you're wrong. Everywhere. So.
But yes, so don't just watch the leader, because sometimes the leader may not change, but there are still lots of passes.
There are lots of fights.
It is a full field.
It's a busy full field.
And for those of you who are like, but blah, 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 I just want to say, when you pay attention to the rest of the pack, it makes the whole season more interesting.
Yes.
For instance, one of the things that we like to do is talk to everybody, as you know.
Yes.
And my cousin Amanda has been rooting for Santino Ferrucci since May, because we talked to him, which has made it actually a very interesting IndyCar season for her.
Yeah.
He won Rookie of the Year for the 500, and he's had 2 top 10 finishes, and is looking like he might actually win Rookie of the Year for the entire season.
Yeah.
And so she's actually been paying attention to him following the 500, which is not something that she typically does.
See, people, find a driver and follow them. Not the winner,
right.
though.
So it's not always about the person that's in front.
No, there's a lot of shit that happens in the pack. You will miss some good shit.
So it's good things.
Yeah.
Well, and he's so much fun when he does well.
He is. He's very nice when he does well.
He is.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm excited about this next little bullet point you have. I think we should choose a GIF theme.
Yes. I was thinking, since it's America's National Park of Speed, Parks and Recreation.
Oh, I'm so here for Parks and Recreation, yes.
Because I think that the 2 Indy races, like, it's almost, but this one, it fits. So I kind of want to do Parks and Recreation for our GIF theme on social media.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, no, because I love Parks and Recreation anyway, so.
Awesome.
So yeah, okay, so that's going to be our GIF theme for this weekend.
Yay.
This is the National Park of Speed, Parks and Recreation, which If you're not sure where to use that GIF, well, you'll want to check out our social media. You can find us everywhere. The first place you can find us is on our website, www.fastcarsfastgirls.com. If you're wondering what that sound is in the background, it's boxed wine. But you can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. On Instagram, we are at Fast Cars Fast Girls. On Twitter, we are at Fast Cars in317. Facebook.com/Fast Cars Fast Girls. And of course, make sure that you subscribe to us on your favorite podcast app.
Yep.
We are on the Apple Podcast app. We are on the Google Play Store. We're on everything under the sun.
All of the apps.
All of the apps. Of course, you can listen directly from our website and on the YouTube.
Yes.
So make sure that you like, rate, review, share us with your friends and family. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And you can also sign up on our website for our mailing list. You get one email a week.
Just
no
one.
more.
No more, because I don't know how to make it more than one. Also, I don't want it to be more than one.
We don't want that. We don't want to clog up your email.
No.
We don't want to do that. We're not those people.
God, no.
Molly writes a couple blogs a week. You'll get updated with those blogs, but just once a week. She writes more than one a week, but you'll only get updated once a week. And you'll get updated of, any events and things that are going on, which speaking of. I said, you want to wait?
No, go. If you're going to the race this year, now hold on, folks.
There are some things, we've got some tips, things that you don't want to miss, things that we've got going on, things that we've got that we're planning.
Yes.
And a brand new segment. Excuse me. A brand new segment, and we are breaking it out this year at Road America.
We'll see how
and
this
it's
goes.
called, yep. We'll see how it goes. It's called FCFG Unplugged. So, unplugged, you ask. Why? Well, because we're not plugged in. So it's not a live show. We're not recording. We're not doing a Q&A. We're not plugged in. It's not something that we're going to record and release later.
No.
It's just hanging out, guys. And so we're calling it FCFG Unplugged. It's basically like a cookout without cooking out.
Yeah.
So Saturday night at about 6 p.m. at our campsite, which is campsite number 37 in the Carousel. You will be able to find it because of all the checkered flags and the pink flamingos. You won't miss it.
You can't miss it, folks.
You can't miss it. We will be posting a map. I will circle exactly where we're going to be. But from 6 to 8, it's just going to be hanging out with the other race fans. We're going to have some people from teams and other race fans just to hang out. We're going to have cornhole or bags, if that's what you call it.
Yep.
We're going to have cards, dice, maybe some flip cup. It's BYOC, so bring your own cooler / bring your own chair, and just come and hang out and chat with some race fans.
It'll be after.
Nothing formal.
No, and it'll be after quals, before the race tomorrow. It's going to be fun, just low key. We're all just here to chat about speed and chill.
There is a final race that day that starts at 5:30. Where our campsite is located in the Carousel, we are very conveniently located to a restroom. There's also a concession stand, and we are within walking distance of a GA stand. So if you want to watch the end of that race, you can. It should be over by about 6:15, 6:20, and then you can come over after that. Or you can watch the end of it from our campsite. That's fine as well.
Yeah.
And it's also there are paved roads everywhere, so if you have mobility issues or have any ADA concerns, you will be able to get there.
Yes.
Excuse me. We are actually pretty near a shuttle stop as well. So if you and you are welcome to bring kids, friends, family, dogs, etc.
Yes.
Everybody's more than welcome to come. I do want to express, though, since we are inviting people from teams, and that includes, crew, managers, owners, drivers, etc. It is not an autograph session.
No.
We do not want it to turn into a de facto autograph session. We want everybody to come and relax and have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So if we see you asking people for autographs, we're going to ask you to stop because we just want everybody to come and relax. This is just everybody hanging out as people. But otherwise, you're pretty much free to just hang out and have a good time.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
We will be taking lots of pictures of everybody, and we'll be posting on our social media. If you'd like us to, take pictures with your phone or whatnot, we're happy to do so. And again, we can email those to you, or you can pull them off our social media. But again, just, don't ask people for autographs. That's all that we're asking. But yeah, tell your friends and family and come out and have a good time.
Yeah. Kind of, it's just, it's just going to be fun. So definitely one of the things that you should not miss if you're going.
And it's one of those things that we're like, it's something that we feel like these weekends have kind of been missing. And, it's one of the things that we've been able to do with our podcast that we feel like it's something that we've been able to do that we want to share with other people, is that we've gotten to have these experiences and interactions with team members and drivers and these people, these racing professionals where, they're not on stage and they're not on per se, where they're just regular people and they're normal people. And we have these great interactions because at the end of the day, we all just started out as race fans.
Yeah, exactly.
And we want to bring that to everybody else, because I think that most of our best experiences have been interactions like that. And we just want to bring that to everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the basis of how this started. It's like, we really just all started as race fans. So we're just all going to hang out and chit chat as race fans.
It's going to be fun.
So bring your mom and them.
Bring your mom and then bring your kinfolk. 6 p.m. Saturday, campsite 37. Can't miss.
You got it.
Can't miss it for many reasons. Can't miss it because you got to come, and you can't miss it because you're going to see the flamingo.
You're going to see the flamingo.
You're going
to see. Molly's dad will be there.
Yes.
And if nothing else, he will regale you with hilarious stories.
Yes. Chick Helliker may be holding his own autograph session. I don't know. We will see what happens.
Yes. He will always sign autographs. Ooh, and we should have some people from AMR there as well. They're a hoot.
Yeah, that's worth the price of admission alone, which it's free. So, ta-da.
Yep. So come on out. Have a good time. FCFG Unplugged.
Gonna be good. All right. Other than our very awesome FCFG Unplugged, what else are you kind of excited for going into this weekend? What are you looking forward to?
Well, always the cheese.
Always the cheese.
Always the cheese.
I mean,
yes. Always the cheese. Last year we, kind of got our feet wet. It was our first year there. And so, we kind of got our feet wet and got settled. This year, we know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're camping in the same spot. So those of you who found us last year, we're in the exact same spot. So this year I'm excited to really do some hardcore exploring, because we explored some last year,
yes.
but I felt like I was a little more conservative than I'm planning on being this year.
Definitely.
This year I really want to get out and, I'm going to be at our campsite some, but I want to spend, more than half of my time out and about and just checking out everybody else and visiting with other people.
I think that's one of the really cool things about this track is that there's so many campsites to explore. There's also that really cool, wooded path that we rode the golf cart down
yes.
4 or 5 times. If you have an opportunity during a non-track period, or if it's a series or a race that you're get out and see what else is out there, because it is such a cool facility.
It really is. Well, and this was the first year that we met Scott and Liz from St. Paul.
Yes.
So if you're out and about, they're in turn 1, and they have an RV. They're a little better off than we are.
They're much fancier.
But they're fabulous people. They're from St. Paul, and you'll know them because they've got Joseph's New Garden
yes.
in front of their RV, and they've got the Scottman Ice Bar.
Yes.
Tell them that the Fast Girls sent you. They're very nice, and they go above and beyond on their decorations. I can't wait to see what they have this year, because that's what they had last year.
I know.
And each year they add something even better. We've seen them. We saw them at Long Beach. We saw them at the 500. And of course, we ran into their friends in Texas as well, Michael and
I'm horrible with names, so it's not.
It's not Celeste, but it's close, and I can't remember, and I feel awful. Anyhow, they just got married. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I can't remember your name. I feel awful. Well, now I owe you a drink.
Yep, there you go.
Anyhow,
we'll make it better.
Yep. Now I owe you a drink. I'm so sorry. But anyhow, they're fantastic. So anyhow, but stop by. They're in turn 1. So make sure you see them. But yeah, it's just so cool. All the people that you can meet and see, and the people that just go all out with just the super cool decorations, and everybody is so friendly.
Yes.
And just hardcore IndyCar fans, and just, I mean, I don't think I met a single person that was the least bit salty the entire weekend.
I really don't think so either.
No, I mean, just the epitome of like Midwest and Wisconsin. I mean, I know that, Scott and Liz are from Minnesota, but just that whole Midwest, just hospitality, just nice as could be.
Exactly.
Just everybody we came in contact with. I mean, it's just, I would say, one of the most polite tracks.
Yes. Yeah.
I love this race.
It's going to be good. It's fun. I'm excited. I think the racing also is very, very good there.
The racing is not always polite.
No, well, that's okay though, because the racing sometimes does not need to be polite.
The racing does not need to be polite, and it is very good, because that track is very challenging.
It is, and it's so long that, I know we hate the word tire. Well, we don't hate the word tire degradation. That's not what we hate. But this is definitely one of those tracks where you actually have to watch your tire management because it's so long and so twisty, and all of the elevation changes. Like, it is rough. It's rough to get through.
It is, and I mean, at 4+ miles per lap.
It's
yeah. You miss a call for a pit.
Well, you're gonna have to wait a bit.
Yeah, 4 miles is a long time.
Also, if you're like looking, try and spend some time. Corner 5 is a good spot to see overtaking. The carousel where we actually post up for our campsite. It's a really kind of fun sweep quick area. So it's kind of fun just to sit and watch. And then Canada Corner, which is where we post up, although much higher. Great place.
Yep. Canada Corner's good. Let's see, the Hurry Downs.
Hurry Downs is good. We can kind of see those from where we were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think I sat and watched something there too.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of Road America, is that there's so many good places to see things from. And and there are elevation changes at Road America.
Oh yeah.
And so the beauty of it is that there's so many different sight lines that, I mean, from Canada Corner, we're up higher, we can actually see a couple different spots from there. So, from most sight lines, you can actually see a couple different areas of the track. So it's very cool.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. What are you most excited about, do you think?
I don't know. I think overall it's just a really good weekend with good racing. There's multiple opportunities to see the race. I enjoy that the camping is kind of inside the track. So
Love that.
For us, with us being so close to the carousel, that's actually where we just kind of sat during quals and just watched them flip around the carousel area.
Yeah.
And so it's nice. Like, at some points you don't have to get up, leave, go into the track, see it, come back, whatnot. You can kind of almost, if you want to, which I don't recommend, stay in and around your camping area.
Yeah, you totally can.
Yeah. And of course the cheese.
Of course the cheese.
I mean, naturally. Yeah.
Oh, so much cheese. And well, and I'll tell you what's awesome about the campsites, which is that, which we look out, and so if you're in the carousel near my campsite, sorry, you won't be this lucky because I'll be arriving before you. But there are picnic tables out and about around the campsite, and so don't worry, if you're anywhere near 37, it'll be on my campsite.
Yeah, we claim it already. I've licked it. You don't know about it.
Yep, it's ours. But yeah, so we ended up with a picnic table on our campsite,
which was clutch.
It was clutch, but there's hundreds of those throughout the park. And so it's just, I mean, they take such great care of the place.
And it's really just a pretty location.
It is. It's very much like Barber in that respect. That, I mean, you can tell that the people who come take great care of it, and it shows.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And going into the race, so the current point standings, Joseph Newgarden is first with 367 points. Rossi is second, trailing him by 25 points. Pagano is third, trailing Joseph Newgarden. I didn't do the full math. I just did that math by 48 points. Scott Dixon is fourth. Yes. He's 89 points behind Joseph. And then Takuma Sato is fifth with 95 points behind Mr. Joseph Newgarden.
Sato, really?
Really? Sato. So,
Fascinating.
Newgarden has not really ran away with the championship yet. You get 50 points for winning a race. It just takes Joey New having one bad race and Rossi or Pagano having a really good race.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm amazed that Dixie is only 89 behind with 2 DNFs.
I know, but it's Dixie and he does Dixon things.
I know.
Dixon does Dixon things.
I've been flirting with Kurt on trading Dixie, but I'm just torn.
I know. You keep saying you're going to do it.
I know, but then I'm like, he has doing it 2 DNFs, and he's only 41 points behind. I know.
I know.
So hard.
All right, well, it's time to start making some calls.
It is.
And since Chickers is,
I was gonna say,
since he's joining us, we've got I got his picks from him.
Excellent, which I loved. I emailed your dad his ticket this week because, of course, last year I got an email as we were leaving, as I was driving home from Road America. I got an email about renewing my tickets to get the cheapest price, and I was like, boom, done.
Lock it in.
And then we got hard cards, and so we were somewhere where your dad was present, and I was like, oh, I need to sell this ticket. And then I turned and looked at your dad, and I was like, oh, never mind, I'll sell it to you. And he goes, yeah.
He got so offended. He was like, what? I get it
He was so offended. And I was like, oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I forgot. I already said that to Molly. And he was like, hello. And so I forwarded him the email, and then he sent me money on sale. And I did not know that your dad could sell.
He can. We sell each other monies back and forth.
I was like, of course he can. He's an accountant.
Yes.
The chick can do everything.
He can.
Of course, the chick's picks.
Yes, are also here. All right, who do you have for first?
Okay, so first for me, I know that as soon as I'm going to say it, he's going to blow an engine.
Oh.
I'm going to say RHR.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, you know what? I get it. He came out strong the last couple. It's been good.
I know, but it's like every time I pick him, then he blows the damn engine.
I know.
I'm gonna go with it though. I'm gonna say RHR.
Okay.
What about you?
I picked. This is gonna shock a lot of people. I picked Joseph Newgarden.
Really?
Well, this is a good. I mean, this was the track of his first win and his 10th win, and he does fairly well here. And I don't know, maybe he's gonna have like a 3PD thing. Detroit, Texas, Road America.
Yep. I mean,
maybe.
I get it.
Chick Helliker has picked Simon.
I like it.
He did not give me any reasons why. I didn't ask for them. Probably for the best.
Probably.
Yeah. We'll kind of then go back up. So for top 5, he picked Josef Newgarden. Again, no reason.
Right.
I don't know. I picked Rossi for my top 5, naturally.
Nobody was surprised.
Nobody was surprised for that one.
I'm picking Simon.
Okay. Yeah, this track matches him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. Top 10.
For top 10, I'm going to pick Dixon.
Okay. I picked Dixon's young teammate, Felix Rosenquist.
Oh, okay.
Just, I feel like the kid's got something, and I just need him to put it up there. So I'm just going to speak it into existence like Oprah.
Okay.
And then for top 10, Chick has picked Rossi.
I mean, I feel like that's fair.
Yeah. And then for his first out, Tony Kanaan. Yeah. I picked Will Power for my first out because there is no morning practice, and he inevitably has something go wonky if there is no morning practice.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
You are correct. Oh, you know what? Wait, I might want to change my top 10.
Okay.
Is Jack Harvey in this race?
Yes.
You know what? I want to put Harvey in my top 10.
Okay.
I don't know that that's going to happen, but I want to speak it into existence.
That's okay. Sometimes we can use this for good, not evil.
Yeah. Also, but your first out of power. I mean, Yeah. I'm 100% here for your first out.
I mean, it's sound logic.
It is sound logic. Hey, it hasn't happened in a while, so I'm gonna go Sato.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's done just good enough that it's time for him to be first out.
I understand that.
And I just can't pick Herta and not tear up. Like I
feel bad about myself.
I need Harding Steinbrenner to finish a race.
Yeah, I think we all do right now.
We all do.
Harding Steinbrenner most of all, naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, on to this feels like a weird. On to the drinking game.
Oh, but yeah, your dad with Kanan. That's.
I know.
Yeah. The Kurt somewhere is crying.
And look, Kurt understands though. He gets it.
He does. It's true.
It's true. All right. So the drinking game. First question, of course, the alcohol of choice for this weekend, which I provided this opportunity for my dad and said, if you don't say something, I will pick Diet Coke for you. And he did not say something because the man will just down a whole case of Diet Coke the whole weekend.
I mean, I think a whole case a day.
He just brings his own, like he has like 3 and he's like, these are all for me. Nobody else can have these.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. He will occasionally let me have a Diet Coke because he knows that I love him and because I snuck him in contraband in the hospital.
I feel like you actually have, like, you could get a Diet Coke and not even ask him.
No, I have the ability to, yeah. I mean, but it's because I don't abuse it.
Exactly. He appreciates that as well.
Yeah, like if I just started willy-nilly just grabbing Diet Cokes, or if I like cracked one and then like left it and like didn't finish it, like those days would be gone.
Yeah, you'd be revoked. All privileges.
Yeah, no, I understand that it is a delicate game.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I understand the value of the Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I mean, I love me some wine. So
oh my God, that's just what I was gonna say.
I mean, I don't know what else goes so good with cheese, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be some box wine.
Well, and plus, while there's so much activity, this is kind of one of those weekends where you spend like a couple of hours just chilling at your campsite talking with people, and that's when box wine really comes in handy, everyone.
It really does, because the ice people don't come around quite as often as you'd like them to at this particular race.
Yes.
So that is issue number 1. And so, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. We're definitely going to have some of the pink flamingo natties.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah, they have pink flamingos on it.
That's part of the whole thing now.
Yeah, it's part of the whole thing. And it's not going to be super hot next weekend, which is really nice. So,
yeah.
It's not going to be, ridiculous to keep things cold. But the wine is nice and easy, and, it's easier to carry in the cooler. It's easier to carry in the water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love wine.
Yeah, it's just easy.
It's just easy. And, for 4 days, I really just can't drink hard liquor for 4 straight days.
No.
I'm not 21 anymore.
I know this about me. I've accepted it.
Yeah, I'm not Doug.
No. With age comes knowledge.
Yes.
All right.
What about you?
No, boxed wine, 100%.
Yeah. You going red?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably grab a nice rosé.
That's not bad.
I mean, I'll do a white and a rosé, I'm sure.
All right. No, all red, all the way.
Nice. Well, I mean, I'd expect nothing less.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not, I've been kidnapped. So.
Fact.
All right, so on to the drinking game itself. So take a drink. If they talk about the length of this track, which they will, or if they say all of the drivers just love this track, or all the drivers really look forward to this track, or this is one of the favorite, everybody loves this track, they love to drive, they say it so many times, it kills me.
I mean, if you want to get a head start, listen to these rules and then go back and listen to this episode again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if you hear the phrase National Park of Speed, That's also a drink.
Or national park, or
just park. Because sometimes they forget to add of speed.
Yep, sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do.
If cheese is shown on the broadcast,
Mm-hmm.
or if you're in person, if someone is just eating cheese near you.
Which, find us, and there you go. It's an automatic drink.
Yes. Which, pro tip, the mac and cheese stand only takes cash.
Yeah, found that one out the hard way.
Okay, so have cash for the mac and cheese stand.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have a meltdown in the middle of a golf cart going, no, God, why?
Yep. Yeah. Also, if this is your first FCFG episode and you are going to be there in person, the in-person drinking game for every episode, of course, is always the blue flag game.
Always the blue flag game.
If you see a blue flag get flown,
drink.
You take a drink.
You cheers it. I really feel like cheersing it is now part of the thing.
Well, yeah, you yell blue flag,
and then you take a drink.
Friends.
Yes.
Now, the finish your drink games.
Oh, yeah.
If Colton Herta's bad luck comes back.
Yeah, poor kid. If it comes back.
Finish it.
But just finish your drink. And then pour some out for your homies in Hardingsteinbrenner Racing.
Yeah. Discussion of how Foyt Racing is already looking to next year.
Yeah.
That's a finisher.
That's a finisher.
Definitely pour some out.
Oh, God, yes. For everybody who's crying.
Yep. And if the discussion that we are already halfway through the season comes up, finish your drink.
Finish your drink. Finish it. So, it will be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. It's going to be a good weekend.
It is.
I mean, it was fun to be in Texas. Had a great time, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. But it's just a different race when we go in camp, and
it's a whole different vibe.
Time. It is a whole different vibe because it's the road trip and
yeah.
And we've now had we've got this weekend off per se.
Mm-hmm.
We've we're out of May.
Yeah.
We've kind of caught up on sleep a little bit.
Kind of. Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, really,
now we're going.
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna say? Really,
I'm just after May, it's almost like there's a build up to May, then May, and then you're like, all right, we're through May. Everything's cool. Everything's chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we are in our lives right now.
We are. And this was the week that we were like, all right, we took a breath. Mm-hmm. And then next week is Road America. And so, yeah.
We'll be well
excited.
All right.
Let's
wet.
Let's wet flag it. What you got?
Guys, we're not even in the same location. And that should really scare people that we both started to say that.
Yeah.
That's
we can't even say we spend too much time together because we are specifically not spending time together right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not physical time together. We are on the phone ish.
That's true.
All right. White flag.
Oh, white flag. I think just everything about this episode. I'm just excited for everything. Yeah, I'm excited. I will say, I started my new job this week.
There you go.
And so far, it's been great. I really am enjoying everybody I work with. And other things, unrelated, say in FCFG related things, my white flag is that I'm super excited for FCFG Unplugged. So
yeah,
if you heard nothing else, make sure that you come out next Saturday from 6 to 8 because it's going to be a lot of fun. And we look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah.
What's your white flag, Molly?
Well, that's a really great one. Our friend Sabra, in the W series, in the last race, it's Misano. She had a great race. She started 15th, ended 8th, and I believe she's 10th in the standings overall. So I'm excited for her. I think awesome. She starts. She was at Infinity Lexus. Where was she? Infinity, but now she starts soon at the Renault Racing, so that's going to be really cool for her. So, yeah, I think that'll be my white flag. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, all right, that's my white flag. Yes.
Well, that's awesome. Good for her.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And she'll be back at some point. We'll have to talk about everything with her when she comes back, but until then, we'll see you all at Road America.
Excellent. We'll see you guys there. Have a great week.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.